Hello, this is Dennis with A1 Telephone Service and Repair, A1 Electronics. You can reach us on the web at www.a1-telephone.com, and you can also reach us at 618-235-6959. Today I want to show you a really cool Genie telephone, and this is Dan's equipment from MI, and this is the initial checkout of this really cool telephone. Now, this unit is not your average Genie telephone. It is covered in a leather material, and it does have some extra functions on the keypad, like redial and a hold button, and a red light that lights when the hold button is enabled, and the light for the keypad. Now, this telephone has some issues. Dan has a note with this unit, and this telephone does not dial out. So we want to go ahead and troubleshoot the main PC board. We also want to troubleshoot the dial and the dial pad. There is a common problem with the Genie telephones not dialing out. Sometimes it's the tone generator circuit, and sometimes it's a keypad, and it can be both. So we will troubleshoot the entire unit while it's in the shop. We have a lot of work that needs to be done. We want to get a start on this unit. We'll go ahead and take some still pictures of this really cool Genie telephone, and we'll come back and get some more video as we move forward in the troubleshooting and repairing process. We'll take a short break, and we'll be right back. Okay, we're back now, and we're in the middle of the process of troubleshooting and repairing this really cool Genie telephone. We want to show a little bit about what's going on. Now, when this unit came in, the issue was the telephone did not dial out. We want to show why the unit wouldn't dial out. And this is a pretty common problem with this type of design. Not all the Genie telephones are designed the same way with the same circuit board inside the units. Now, this one's a little more modern, and it has more of a modern design, and there's more capability at the dial pad with redial and hold. So we want to show this board, which is nothing more than a piece of plastic with your conductive traces drawn onto this plastic board, and that's supposed to lay behind the keypad, and then the keypad buttons have conductive material on the inside, and when the buttons are pushed, they touch the conductive material on the plastic board, and you're able to dial your number. Now, the problem is you probably wouldn't find that plastic conductive board, because that's what usually goes wrong with this type of telephone. And sometimes it can be the tone generator circuit that can go bad, but mostly the board goes bad. And there's not one trace that makes it back to where you're supposed to go. They're all bad. The only way to repair this telephone is to find another conductive board, the plastic board, or we may have to take this plate that sits and sandwiches the plastic board up to the keypad buttons, and we're going to have to install momentary switches, so everything would be hardwired and there would be momentary switches, so you would not have that failure in the future with the conductive material. So we'll go ahead and set that back down, and we're going to go ahead and redesign this unit. So we'll come back and get some more video as we move forward in the troubleshooting and repairing process. We'll take a short break and we'll be right back. Okay, we're back now, and we're ready to start our final checkout. Now, we also want to mention our amplified pickup. We use this pickup in troubleshooting, repairing, and on our final checkouts. It's amplified so that you can hear the audio from a receiver. And I have an amplifier back by the video. It has a button on it. When I press the button, I can give dial tone or take it away at any time. And since it's an open amplifier, it is prone to any static interference or noise in the atmosphere. I'm going to go ahead and press the button. You may hear a little bit of an electrical hum. I'll release it, press it one more time, and release it. So if you hear any noise during the final checkout, it will be coming from the amplifier and not the telephone. Like we mentioned earlier in the video, we went through the keypad and we found that the dial board for the keypad, which is nothing more than a piece of plastic with the conductive traces drawn onto it, is bad. None of the traces are any good, and they do not make it back to the tone generator circuit, so that was replaced. We're going to set that to the side. It was replaced with momentary switches, so there will be no issue with having that plastic conductive material in the dial pad any longer. They're momentary switches, and they will not fail like the original part. So this unit was redesigned. We also found that the keypad that is lit by a diode was too small. It did not give too much light, and so the keypad was pretty dim. We'll go ahead and set that to the side. And it was replaced with a larger LED, which is about 3 times the size. So you have more light at the keypad. We also found that the hold button, which turns red when this unit is in the hold mode, that it was too far down, and so we raised that light up so it's a little easier to see the visual indication of the red light when this unit is in the hold mode. So this unit had a lot of redesign issues that were taken care of. Now what we want to do is use the analyzer and send a ring cycle like you were getting a call. So we'll start that. We'll let that go a few times. I'll let it go one more time and we'll give you some dial tone. Now what we want to do is walk through our numbers. If you watch the analyzer, you'll watch the numbers roll by. You don't really need to press too hard on your numbers. I'm going to end in a 2. Now I want to hang up, and we want to hit redial, and the analyzer will end in a 2. We can also press our hold. You will see a little bit of a red LED light indicator, meaning that you're in the hold mode. And when you hang up, you're back online, and then you would need to hang up when your call is done. We can go ahead and hang up our handset. Now we can transmit with this unit. We'll go ahead and give you some dial tone. We'll dial a 2. That'll cause dial tone to go away. And we'll transmit into our handset. If you watch that red light on the analyzer, every time you see that red light light up, that's an indication of 100% modulation on transmit. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Hello, hello. Go ahead and hang our handset up. Now that we know that this unit is ringing in on a ring cycle, we're dialing out. We have transmit and receive. We can go ahead and press this button on the switch box. That'll give us a line out, totally take the analyzer out of the situation, and we'll call a time and temp number. Go ahead and give you some dial tone. And we'll make that call.
Today is Wednesday, December 4th. The current time, 1:46 p.m. and the temperature, 64 degrees.
We can go ahead and hang up. We can call one other number. We can call my number, and it'll be busy. Give you some dial tone. And we'll make that call. Go ahead and hang our handset up. Now that we know that this really cool Genie telephone has been redesigned, converted, and repaired, we can return this unit back to Dan, and he can enjoy this telephone. I'm sure it's going to look great wherever it's used. This is Dennis with A1 Telephone Service and Repair, A1 Electronics. You can reach us on the web at www.a1-telephone.com, and you can also reach us at 618-235-6959. Thank you for watching, and have a great day.